Hi Isaac, and thanks so much for the opportunity to prepare you this video. So I took a look at your website and you have a great website that is not being found at all. So let's go through the three things that Google looks for when they're ranking a website so you can see what you're missing here. So the first thing I'm going to do is jump into Google and do a keyword search for plumbing San Jose, California. Now, a keyword is essentially any term that a potential customer would put into Google looking for services. And as you know, everybody comes to Google looking for services these days. So there will be several keywords related to the services you provide in the locations you provide them in. But considering you're a plumber in San Jose, you should be ranking at the top for this. So let's walk through it. At the top, we find the companies that are running Google Ads. Beneath that is what we call the Google Map Pack. So this is the first place you want your website ranking because these guys will pull about 40% of the online traffic. And to get your website ranking here, you need to have a Google My Business account, which is super simple setup. And then Google is looking for what we call citations. And citations are linked to your Google My Business account. And they are essentially online directory listings. So they want to see you listed on the local Yahoo, local Yellow Pages, if you're on Yelp, Angie's List, Home Builders, House, anything of that nature related to the industry that you're in. It gives Google a trust rating for you, and this is where they will put you. So what I typically do is come in here and run these top three through a paid program that I use to see how many citations they have, and we go out and we beat them, and we knock one of these guys out of the top spots. So the second place you want your website ranking is down here in what we call the organic listing. Now you want to be on page 1 because not many people go to page 2 when they're looking for services. And I couldn't find you at all, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to pull EJ Plumbing since they're at the top of the organic listing and use them for comparison. So let's take a look at your website. The first thing Google looks for when they're ranking a website is content. They love to crawl content, and what they're looking for are these keywords so that they know what services you're providing, where you're providing them at, and how to rank you. So to do that, they need several of these keywords, and which means you need a lot of content. So the first thing they look for is 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage, and you're a little short. Let's take a look at EJ Plumbing. So images also count as content. You can save those as keywords. They have a little bit more content than you do. So the idea here is if they're coming in at that 1,500 to 2,000, you want to beat them out by a couple of hundred. And again, you want to make sure you're filling your content with these keywords so that Google knows what to rank you for and people know how to find you. So the second thing Google looks for when they're ranking a website is what we call backlinks. Now, I use this program, Ahrefs, that shows the whole back end of your website. And as you can see, you don't have any backlinks. You also don't have any keywords in the content on your website, which results in absolutely zero traffic to your website. And a backlink here is essentially a link back to your website from another online source. So that can be anything like a review, a social media post, blog post, guest post, anything of that nature. And the goal here is to have more backlinks than your competition. So let's go take a look at the breakdown for EJ Plumbing. So they have 589 backlinks, super beatable number. And they also have, you can see here, 610 keywords within their content. So they have quite a bit of content. And that is resulting in a whopping 432 potential customers coming to their website every month. And you can see the value here is huge. But they also have very beatable numbers. So again, this is how you get your website found. And it drives this UR rating, which is essentially your Google trust rating that comes from these backlinks here. And then this DR rating is your Google power rating, and that gets driven by the amount of keywords you have. So you can see just adding some search engine optimization or SEO to your website in the form of backlinks and keywords in your content, and then getting your Google My Business up with some citations can bring in a ton of traffic and a ton of potential income. So thank you again for the opportunity to prepare you this video. you're welcome to take it and do with it what you'd like. But if you're interested in implementing these methods and strategies, obviously this is something I do. So please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I would really love some feedback on the video. If you could take just a minute and let me know what you thought, that would be great. I hope you have a great day.